The Washington Nationals were picked to win the National League East. By some folks, they were picked to win it going away, but they have not gone away with it so far in 2018. But they're a red-hot team as they welcome in the Phillies for Game 1 of a 3-game series. The standings look like this. The Braves are the red-hot team right now, a game and a half ahead of the Mets, 2 ahead of the Phils, and they're the Nationals, who are finally back to the 500 mark. This is a team that started 4-1, but now 16-16. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy along with John Kruk. He survived his off day here in D.C., and now he gets us set for the series against the Nationals. They are a hot team. We watched it from a distance as they started to churn once they mixed up this lineup.
Yeah, and you know, Dave Martinez decided, let's put Bryce Harper at the leadoff spot. If they're going to walk him, let's start with the guy on first base. But that only works if the guys in the middle are producing. And you see what they've done, though, in his 5-game winning streak. 10 home runs, two a game. Starters' ERA is better. You know, you can move Bryce Harper wherever you want, but your starters are only giving up less than 2 runs. All's good. But the middle of the lineup so far has been manned by Matt Adams. And who thought Matt Adams would be the guy that they would call upon in the middle of this lineup when you have Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon? Well, Murphy and Rendon aren't playing. So Matt Adams had to step in and deliver, and that's what he's done for this team. It's easy to move a guy in the middle of your lineup to a leadoff spot if someone else can pick up the slack, and Matt Adams is picking up the slack.
Yeah, in fact, the top 3 hitters, including Adams, who's number 3 right now, the top 3 hitters, Harper, Trey Turner, and Matt Adams, have really swung the bat well during this winning streak. So the Phils will look to calm down the Nationals. It'll be Gio Gonzalez making his 7th start of the year against Nick Pivetta, the former Nat. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider, according to speedtest.net. By Toyota, the summer starts here at Toyota. Let's go places. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phils. Visit citizensbank.com. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. And by Independence Blue Cross, live fearless. Learn more at ibx.com. Series, Gio Gonzalez has already finished up his warm-up tosses. He is ready to go as Cesar Hernandez will dig in Phillies begin play tonight. 2 games out in the National League East, and the first pitch of the night is off the inside corner or underway, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Cesar had 4 hits in the series against the Marlins. 2 balls and no strikes.
Off to a rousing start,
yes,
aren't we?
they are.
Excitement is unbelievable.
There's a strike, 2-1. Saw the numbers for Cesar. 406 on base percentage, which is 3rd best in the National League. Gio working quickly. The 2-1 pitch way outside, 3-1.
We'll take one, see if he can throw a strike.
Yeah, he usually does. And he takes it for ball 4. So Cesar begins things with a leadoff walk. Let's take a look at the rest of the Phillies lineup. Brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider according to speedtest.net. So Rhys Hoskins will bat second. In fact, this is the same lineup the Phillies had 2 nights ago. It's not often that Gabe Kapler has the same lineup, but he's settling in on this one, at least for the time being.
Count the off day in there?
No, that was not the lineup he had on the off day.
3 nights ago, right?
Oh, I was counting it as if it
2 games ago.
Yeah, it didn't actually happen. I didn't include it in the story.
My chair way down. You look really tall.
I am tall. I think your chair is down though.
Now's not a good time for neck issues.
No balls and 1 strike to Rhys. Rhys was 2 for 12 against the Marlins. 7 strikeouts. He and Carlos Santana left a lot of guys on base. Outside, 1-1.
Well, 4 strikeouts in 1 game. That's so unlike him. And it's been a struggle lately.
The good news is he came back and had a hit in that 5th at bat, and I think they're hoping that that gets him rolling again. But the folks downstairs talked about the same stuff you talked about, John. Just timing being off a little bit with that leg kick, which you know oh so well.
Yeah, when you're hooking balls over the 3rd base dugout at 94 miles an hour, your timing's a tad off.
Out toward left center field, venturing back is Adams, and now it comes in and 1 away here in the 1st inning. And that will bring Odubel Herrera to the plate. Odubel had a decent series against the Marlins. He was 4 for 13, hitting .333. He is 2nd in batting average in the National League behind Nick Markakis, who is red hot.
Oh, Atlanta Braves team is.
Yeah, the Braves as a team are playing some really good baseball right now. They start a series against the Giants, and then the Giants will come to Philadelphia after that. Odubel pulls it, and Zimmerman's got it. Flips to second for 1, and Gio can't find the first base bag. .36 on the putout. It certainly was. There should have been a comfortable 3-6-1 double play, although those are never that comfortable. He is mad at himself.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy out. Look at him. He just. Are they trying to say he tagged him? Here's some moans coming from the crowd, but he did neither of the 2.
I think the fans just saw a bad angle, honestly, where they thought his foot was on the bag. Dave Martinez, his 30th season in professional baseball. He had been a finalist for a number of jobs in past years, whether it be when he was with the Tampa Bay Rays or with the Cubs, and finally landed his first big league managing job.
Pretty good ideal situation too to come into, and when you look at this guy, Gabe Kapler, first managerial job, coming to a team that's trying to build. Aaron Boone went into a good situation in New York. Or if you're going to be a National League manager, this is probably the ideal situation.
Yeah, because you have stars.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the field or on the mound. 1 ball and 1 strike to Altair. Aaron hitting .207 with 3 home runs. And it's outside 2-1.
Now, does that count for a reach base for Odubel?
It does not, because there was an out recorded.
He ain't on base?
He's on base.
Well, then he reached it.
John, it's another one of the rules that I can't help you with.
Stupid rules changed.
3 balls and 1 strike. Carlos Santana on deck. And ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Gonzalez. And Altair will take his spot at first, and here comes Santana. All right, so here's another opportunity for Santana to drive in some runs. Eventually left a lot of guys on base while in Florida. In fact, he left 9 base runners on in the 3-game series.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Hopefully he makes up for it here. That's over with. He ain't left none on here yet.
Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, this is not a shocker. A lot of good starting pitchers. You can get them in the first inning for some reason.
Yeah, I think, you know, you want to be aggressive, but you also want to be patient too, and not swing at anything that's borderline. Don't get yourself out here.
He has thrown 12 pitches out of the strike zone in this first inning. Bouncing ball left side, and Defoe cannot handle it, and the bases are loaded. That'll be the 3rd error of the year for Defoe. And Michael Franco's coming up. I think Carlos may have swung at ball 3.
Yeah,
it was close.
Yeah, it's close, but it's probably not a 2-0 pitch that you want to swing at. And if you do, you definitely don't want to try to pull it like he did.
That may have been a strike, but you're right. It was.
Yeah, it's not a pitch that you can. I mean, unless you're going to hit that thing to right center, it's not a pitch you can pull. But you know what? Bases loaded. Numbers against Gio aren't great for Michael, but he's swinging it pretty good lately.
He sure is. He had 3 hits in the series against the Marlins. All 3 were extra base hits, a home run and 2 doubles. He is the Phillies' leader in RBIs with 23.
Wouldn't mind seeing him have 27 after this.
Would be a beautiful thing. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think we've helped out Gio in this inning pretty much.
Yeah, the Phillies have them loaded with no hits. It's sharply toward third. Defoe's got this one, and the inning is over. 5-4 on the putout at second base. No runs, no hits, and 3 men left. Nick Pivetta about ready to go to work when we come back at the bottom of the first inning. the first. Nick Pivetta warming up on the mound. What do you got, John?
Well, I got a little text from a buddy of mine down in Florida, and he said, so if Odubel scores, does he get a run scored, but he doesn't get a time on base? See,
he does get a run scored.
My friends think a lot like, why? If he's not on base, how can he get a run scored? Odubel, we're counting it, buddy.
All right, let's take a look at the Nationals lineup brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet service, according to speedtest.net. Harper does lead it off. Trey Turner bats second, and then Matt Adams. Those three guys have been red hot. In fact, they have 12 hits since Tuesday and 6 home runs. Now there's Pivetta, the former Nats prospect, 1-1 with an ERA of 3.27.
Come on, Nick. Here we go. 95 average, 94.4. We'll give him 95. Of course, that might mean he's on the mound today.
First pitch to Harper's inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Johnny, you are lower than I am.
I feel like I'm very low.
Yeah. We'll fix your chair in between innings. Harper hitting .257, and that 96-mile-an-hour heater went right on by him. Tied for first in home runs with Ozzie Albies.
Is that everywhere?
Who would have thought that?
Nobody. Unless you ask Ozzie Albies. Inside, 2-1.
Bryce going to the 90s pants. Skin tight, not over the shoe. Got a little stirrup showing. See how tight they are? Of course, he's a large man. Do you see that? Look.
Yeah, they're tight.
Yeah, look at that down here, right? There's no that, you know, the elastic's in the bottom.
That ball's rocketed to left field. Hoskins is not going to get it. And it's the second home run since being moved to the leadoff spot for Harper. Well, the Nats take a 1-0 lead. And man's got some power.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. And that looked like a fight-off. From Matt Adams. Here's my former teammate Dave Martinez. And then down the tunnel. I mean, you see that ball run back in, and that ball's inner part of the plate, and to hit it on a line out to left field, that's why he's different than most in baseball. I mean, I was like, fight it off, inside out, 340 feet.
2 balls and no strikes to Trey Turner.
I think that leadoff thing's working well for him.
Yeah, it is. Turner's hit in 5 straight games. He was the leadoff hitter. They've dropped him to the 2 spot. And a 3.7 for the exit velocity.
That'll work.
Ball 4, so Turner walks. And Matt Adams is coming up. Let's take a look at the Lowe's whole team together. The batting average of the last 10 days, Turner at .378, Adams at .440. Howie Kendrick playing another year, hitting .364, and Defoe at .400.
That old pesky little ninth hitter hitting 400.
Yeah.
Got to watch Turner. 12 stolen bases already this year. Man can fly.
Santana has a very short lead. Turner has stolen 12 bags. He led the National League in stolen bases last year. So that's why they're keeping an eye on him. It's a rightful eye. I mean, the guy can fly.
Yeah, you got to. You know, you can't let the fans dictate when to throw over and when not, just because they're booing.
He's inched off a little bit more. And a fastball outside, 1-0.
But the key is, if you are going to throw over a lot, you got to get strike one. You know, now it's, you know, I have to take my concentration off of Turner and put it now on the hitter.
Problem for Pivetta tonight, and it has not been a problem for him, is that he's fallen behind the first 3 hitters. He has thrown a first pitch strike to nearly 72% of the hitters that he has faced this year. But the first 3 hitters tonight, he's thrown first pitch balls. 1 ball and 1 strike to Adams, who's kind of doing with the Nationals what he did last year with the Braves.
Yeah, get hot here and there, you know, and that's the thing with Matt Adams, is he's had bouts of inconsistency where he's either really good, or there's other times where, you know, the scouting reporters don't walk it, you know, where he struggles that much. And
I don't know where that pitch was.
Too much of the plate, apparently.
Ball outside, 3-1.
Yeah. Danger area now for Nick Pivetta, because you have to have a feeling that Turner's going to take off. You have to throw a fastball strike. If you don't, he takes it. Turner's safe.
Fouled away, 3-2. I'm surprised he didn't go.
I am too. And you know, the last thing you want to do 3-1 is get beat by a fastball, and Adams did right there. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Looked like it was in from up here. Hard to tell.
We have a nice view of the city.
We have a nice view of the lights too, right beside it.
Although our view of the city is diminishing because of all the buildings going up in this area. There he goes. Pitches a ball. He would have been out at second base too.
Oh, Nick is upset too. And I think Alfaro has to go talk to him. You know, someone does. I know it's a mound visit early, no outs, but
well, this has not been a good strike
Nick,
zone.
No, Nick's upset with the strike zone right now.
Here comes Rick Kranitz, PJ Wheelahands. Wow. It's right on the line. See the one at the top on the line?
Yeah.
That was called a ball also.
Good mound visit though by Rick Kranitz. You know, he's upset. He's young. He can be emotional at times.
Yeah.
And, you know, the last thing you want is for him now to try to overthrow, make a mistake, and now it's 4-0. I don't know why he's going out there so quick, but
He is saying something to him. Well, he's making him laugh is what he's doing.
Man, good. Get on his good side. Well, right now we're not.
So back-to-back walks. It's something that Pivetta hasn't done this year. Has issued the free pass. But here is Zimmerman. Zimmerman 5 for 25 on this homestand, hitting a .190. Not off to the same start he was off to last year. At a curveball 0-1.
Was the weather dramatically different this year in the first month of the season up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought so. That could be the reason for some of these guys getting off to slow starts and play in the Northeast.
Check swing on a slider. No swings as the first base umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mike Linsky is over in the first base umpire's spot.
This is considered the Northeast, right?
This is the Mid-Atlantic, but you know,
Mid-Atlantic.
you're angling up.
Still cold. Or was. It's steamy in here.
Yeah, it is warm up on the deck.
Deck.
Fastball hit toward the hole, a base hit to left field. Turner's going to score, and it's going to be 2-0 Nationals. And still nobody out in the inning. And Zimmerman picks up his 16th RBI.
Fastball pretty much center cut. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get that elevated. He hit that ball really hard. Easy score for Turner.
Howie Kendrick has hit in 9 of his last 11. He has 12 hits during that time. 292 hitter, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Fouls it away. It's 0-1.
Make a good pitch right here. See if we can get a grounder double play.
Yeah, keep it at a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, we got a chance.
0-2 pitch coming. Outside, 1-2.
Interesting outfield alignment. Aaron Altaire's almost playing like a dead pull lefty hitter.
Yeah,
really close to the right field line.
But the shifts have worked for a good portion of the year. But Odubel shaded towards center a little bit.
Well, he was more over, and they
he?
moved him. He was over almost in right center, and they moved him. But Aaron didn't move with him, and I don't know if that's what they wanted or.
Granitz is on the phone with Jim Gott in the bullpen.
We hope that's not the mound visit. Nick said something's not right.
Out toward right field, right where Altair is standing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Runner's tag. Tagging from second base is Adams. The throw cut off by Kingery. One away. First and third.
He didn't have to move. Yeah, there got to be something going on.
Think
with
so?
Pavetta. Has to be. I mean,
Yeah,
what else
he's
is
23
there?
pitches.
Yeah, his velocity's good. I don't know if he told him, I don't feel right. Something's not right. My arm doesn't feel right, or I'm sick. Something. But Hutchinson isn't in any hurry to get warmed up. He's kind of just standing there right now stretching. I guess that's him.
Yep, Hutchinson.
I don't even know if binoculars would help him up here. That's interesting too. Before this pitch, Cesar was playing like a normal 2-out shift for Matt Weeder. How are you going to turn a double play if he doesn't hit it right to him? If he hits it to Kingery, how's he going to get there in time to turn a double play?
Turn a double play, yeah.
Hey, he might beat Zimmerman to second, but would he be able to make a relay to get Weeders at first? That one got in there.
Dusty Watson laying down the signs. Chris Young and Jose Flores aligning the players. Young doing the outfielders. Jose doing the infielders. Looks like they're moving Cesar over a little bit. No balls and 2 strikes to Matt Wieters. And that's deep down the right field line, foul.
Yeah, now they're moving Cesar in. Yeah, I don't know if did they lose track of outs or.
I think that's where they felt like he was going to get the baseball. There's one that's lofted out toward left. Reese froze for a moment. It's going to drop for a hit. And it's 3-0 Washington. A bloop single for Matt Wieters.
A good base running by Adams in the previous at bat, with Kendrick up, he tags on that fly ball to right, gets to third. Probably wouldn't have been able to score on that ball because he would have had to freeze. A two-seamer that Wieters got jammed, and Reese, I don't know if he lost it. He didn't pick it up off the bat, but he kind of hesitated, not knowing how hard it was hit, and drops in front of him.
Outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
I think it'd be safe to say that either starter's probably going to go 9.
I think you're right about that. This will be the 30th pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball in the outside corner, 2-1. See, now 96 on the fastball. So that's basically where his fastball has been.
Yeah, that's why you can't imagine that there's something wrong with his arm. You just don't know if he's not feeling well or.
That's a good fastball right there.
It is.
Hutchinson still warming up in the bullpen. Two balls and 2 strikes to Michael Taylor. Breaking ball high.
He seems to be getting underneath that breaking ball a little bit. Kind of just rolling in there instead of having a good snap down in a way that he has had in previous starts.
Bouncing ball toward shortstop. Be tough to double up Taylor. They get 1 at second, and that's all they'll get. But they do get the out. The first and third with 2 men down on the fielder's choice, and Gio Gonzalez, the opposing pitcher, is coming up.
That has to be dangerous if you're a team that has a pitcher that hits opposite of what he throws with that elbow, the lead arm. You saw what happened to DeGrom. It looked like he hurt his elbow, hyperextended swinging.
Is that what they said it was?
I mean, I watched the replays back and forth, and it looked like he did it swinging the bat.
Because in the fourth inning, he threw a pitch and he wins, but that may have been after he batted.
But he's a righty thrower, left-hand hitter, so that right elbow's the lead. Never seen that before.
Gio hitting .071 on the year. Oh, 1. Well, I guess Hutchinson's warming up because in anticipation that this inning would get out of hand from a pitch count standpoint. I mean, he's thrown 35. I guess if he gets a little higher than that, they won't be opposed to going out and getting him. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Gio. Got him. With a breaking ball, first strikeout of the inning for Nick Pivetta. But the Nats scored 3 runs in the inning. It was a 37-pitch first inning for the Phil starter. We'll go to the second. It's the Nationals 3 and the Phillies nothing. The San Francisco Giants beginning at 7:05. The first 3 games are at 7:05. Then Thursday is a 1:05 throwback Thursday at the ballpark. Get your tickets now by going to Phillies.com. Well, on a warm night here in D.C. We move to the second inning. Some showers in the area. Scott Kingery is set to lead it off. All right, so the Phillies sent 6 men to the plate in the first, didn't score. The Nationals sent 8 men to the plate and scored 3. So let's see if they can get after Gio Gonzalez here, who was a little wild in the first inning.
Yeah, I think we got a couple. I think we helped him out on a couple. You know, that's a difference in a team that is expected to win and a team that's hoping to win. Is, you know, when you have a chance to get a pitcher in the first inning, you got to let him work, make him work. And you know, the Nats made Pivetta work, but we let Gio off the hook, I think, with a couple ABs.
Kingery hitting .217. You see Gio 72-5 when given a lead. So 72-5 when given 2 or more runs of support. Breaking ball, 1-2. Kingery is feeling better today. He's got that arm wrapped where he was hit by the pitch in game 2 against the Marlins. Pulls it foul and it remains 1-2. Gio tosses the baseball aside. This is his 7th year with the Nationals. 82-56 with the Nats with a 3.47 earned run average. 2-2. Former Phil had a 500 year in Reading and the 1 full season he was with the Phillies. Pulled towards shortstop. Trey Turner to his left. And one away. That ball must have screwballed on Ryan Zimmerman because he stretched with his glove out and then had to come back a little bit to grab it.
Yeah, Turner got underneath that one and kind of flung it sidearm, and that will have some run. Watch how Turner gets underneath this ball, kind of flips it sidearm. Look at that thing move. That looked like a Tug McGraw screwball from the right side, didn't it?
Zimmerman looked disgusted.
Yeah. Oh, you hate that. As a first baseman, you know, you want the true four seam over the top. But, you know, those middle infielders, they try to get a little fancy, quick, you know, flip it underhand.
I was going to say, not many throw it that way. I mean, Shawan Dunston used to throw it that way.
Straight over the top?
Yeah.
With some velocity.
Yeah. No balls and one strike to Alfaro. And 0-2. Alfaro was 4 for 11 in the series against the Marlins.
Kingery will get over top when he has a ball right there. Some dark clouds moving in. Is that why the weather's going to dip tomorrow?
Well, they're supposed to dip the next couple of days, isn't it? Isn't what they said?
You told me 50 tomorrow, maybe at game time. That'd be nice. We complain because it's cold. Now we're complaining because it's hot.
That's right. It's all right. Alfaro strikes out, and they're 2 away. And Nick Pavetta's coming up. Sixers fans, here's your chance to win tickets to Game 4. Head over at NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com/AuthenticFan. And don't forget, you can catch Sixers pre- and post-game live, bookending every playoff game. The boys are up against it after losing again last night to the Celtics.
Yeah, I got. Oh man,
your night was filled with anticipation, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and man, when they took that 24-point lead, I thought, all right, here we go. So I texted my son. He said, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just hope they hold on. And I'm like, come on, man, we got this thing. And then, lo and behold,
off the plate, Gonzalez waits for it, has it, throws out to Bennett. 1-3 on the putout, no runs, no hits, and nobody left. We move on to the bottom of the second. 3-0. Nationals on top. WB Mason delivers all of the brands you need to keep your facility running, like Scott products that deliver superior value and an optimum balance of quality and affordability. All delivered for free by who? Who but WB Mason. We move on to the bottom of the second inning, and Wilmer Defoe will lead things off. How's your chair?
better. I got a new one.
All right. All right, that's going to change everybody's luck then. John got a new chair. We are ready to roll. Nick Pivetta will face a 9-1-2.
The only problem is now my forehead's sweating and my glasses keep slipping.
I did notice that.
I can't. Ah, the things we go through.
Life is not as easy as people think.
No, it really isn't.
Defoe 7 for 11 in the Pirates series, 9 for 18 on this homestand. As Pivetta is ready to wheel and deal. The first pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Defoe hitting .275 with a home run and 10 RBIs. The Nats should get Anthony Rendon back at some point, maybe even this weekend. He might wind up joining the Nats on the upcoming road trip.
What about Murphy?
Murphy is still feeling some discomfort when running.
What did he have? He just
had a knee issue.
Yeah, but he had like
surgery.
Arthroscopic.
Yep.
Was it just cartilage, like meniscus?
Yeah, it wasn't anything. It wasn't ACL or anything like that. But every time he runs now, it's bothering him.
Well, hopefully smarter than I am, because I would have started playing. And that's why I am like I am today.
You're fleet of foot.
No.
Harper's on deck. Let's hope he's not up with somebody on base. And now the 3-2 pitch to Defoe. He pulls the curveball foul.
I think that's where the game of baseball's changed a lot. Is you have a guy like Bryce Harper coming up. There's no outs in it. You got 3-2 on your 9th hitter. Who's a good hitter, don't get me wrong, but you throw him a 3-2 breaking ball.
There's a fastball for ball 4. 3 walks now for Pivetta. I mentioned that's one of the signs that he's just battling and feeling for it right now, because he hasn't walked many guys. He only had 7 walks coming into this game. Here's Bryce Harper. Murph, what do you got on Bryce Harper?
Well, obviously, if you just look at the numbers, the batting average, you might think to yourself, Bryce Harper not getting off to a good start this year. But if you look at all the numbers, you go deeper into it, he certainly has been playing well. A batting average of just .257, but the on-base percentage is tops in all of baseball. So obviously, he's doing some little things right, and that's what the coaching staff has been kind of talking about when it comes to Bryce Harper. Him doing some of the little things right. You know, if he's not getting the base hits, he can do stuff like this. This was Wednesday night. Runners on 1st and 3rd versus the Pirates. He hits a ground ball to the infield, but watch him bust it out. He busts it down the line, and the run will score because he is safe at first base. That was the 2nd fastest recorded time from home to first for Bryce Harper in his career, 29.5 feet per second. It's those kinds of things, plus the power numbers and playing good defense that he's doing right now that is helping his team. And I had a chance to talk to their hitting coach, Kevin Long, today, and he talked a little bit about, he said, look, if you look at just his batting average of balls in play, oh boy.
That just sounded, Murph, that was going to go far. 2nd home run of the night. And I'm sure Kevin Long likes this, Murph. 5-0 Nationals.
Well, what I was going to say about Kevin Long liking what he sees, the batting average in balls hit in play for Bryce Harper right now is at .219. He's a career .319 guy, and they just expected that things are going to start to click for him. And, well, in his first 2 at-bats, we've seen that maybe things are starting to click for Bryce Harper.
Dave Martinez getting a hug is the norm for their celebration now with home runs. Out toward right field, and nice play by Altair to pick that on 1 hop. I think this night's going to come to a close rather soon. It's 5-0. And here's Matt Adams. You know, Murph talked about Harper and running that ball out to try to beat a double play and get an RBI. That has been one of the knocks on him, is that he doesn't always go 100% these last few years. First year or 2, he always did, and they said, oh, you got to back off a little bit.
Yeah, and then he started getting hurt.
Yeah. Well, here comes Gabe Kapler, so that's going to be all for Nick Pivetta. He'll be lifted after an inning plus here tonight. Well, it's just one of those nights for Nick. He's been so good for the Phils this year. But not tonight, as he is down 5-0 with a runner at first base. We'll be back with a new pitcher right after this. At turning point, we don't have to look too far. We can look to the first and the second inning to Bryce Harper.
Yeah, first inning he only hit it 103.7 miles an hour with the 25-degree launch angle. This one here might go a little harder. 112, 23-degree launch angle, only hit it 473 feet. What's wrong with him? He's getting old. He can't hit it as far, but those are our two Toyota turning points of the game, and that's why Nick Pivetta is taken out of this game after just 1+ innings.
Yeah, Nick tried to catch his breath for a moment. He's obviously frustrated, so he goes down the stairs up to the clubhouse as Drew Hutchison will take over. Hutchison 1-1, a 3.18 earned run average.
Well, he's got a homer to left and a homer to center. He'll make his trip all the way around the ballpark.
No, let's just keep it at center, right?
Well, yeah, that's the hope. That ain't up to us.
That ball's hit well. That one is a moonshot into the second deck for Adams. 7-0 Washington. The top 3 hitters in the lineup have scored 6 of the 7 runs that have driven in 5 of the 7 runs. 7th home run for Adams.
Well, first pitch fastball down the middle. Talk about how hot Adams has been. Every once in a while you got to hit a corner.
Zimmerman pops it foul, and it's 0-1.
This is the start we wanted.
No, I don't think.
Character builder, though. You know, when we make this comeback.
That's right. I don't think the Phillies were looking to send any kind of message to the Nationals, but they did want to get back on track after losing 2 of 3 to the Marlins.
Well, this isn't a start.
No. Outside, 1-2.
You hear people say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But apparently they didn't have this start in mind when they said that.
Well, Zimmerman is down on strikes, 1 out. We'll do a double take. Yeah, 1 out. And now Howie Kendrick is coming up. Bryce Harper has 3 RBIs tonight. Diving attempt by Kinger, I should say, and it goes into left field. A base hit for Kendrick. It's his 10th hit of the homestand. And a 1-out single brings Matt Wieters to the plate. This is the earliest that Drew Hutchison has come into a ball game. He came in the top of the 3rd inning for Ben Lively against the Arizona Diamondbacks, an 8-2 loss by the Phils to the D-backs. He went 3 2/3, 3 hits and 1 run. He allowed 1 walk and 5 strikeouts in that game. He did a nice job. Now, line drive caught by Santana as he comes down out of the air. He lands on the bag, and it's a double play. But 4 runs score in the inning for the Nationals. They don't leave anybody. We'll go to the 3rd. It's 7-0 Nats. Question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to the fan section for all the information. Please submit your answer, John, on the subject line. The question is, what team did Nationals manager Dave Martinez record his first major league hit off? What team?
Oh, his first.
His first one.
Yeah, who he got it off of?
What team?
It's with the Cubs.
I was actually trying to figure out who he was with.
He came up with the Cubs, right?
I'm going to go to the cloud on that one. I think you're right.
You don't have to go far.
That's very funny. This is why John said that, because we are near the clouds. Yeah, they're up there.
We have to shade our eyes from the lights that are
not the lights in the booth
right beside us.
Here we are. Scott and Kevin are over there. There's a booth next to them. A booth between us, I should say. As Cesar hits one back toward the middle. Turner's got it. Throws on one hop in time. That's a big league play.
I'd like to see what happened to Cesar there. Normally that's a base hit.
I would agree with you on that. He is going from the right side, but still. Dave asked him to hold.
That ball kind of looked like it hit off the mound and took a little higher hop that allowed Turner to be able to get to that ball.
Smart, though, to bounce it the way he did.
Yeah.
But you're right. Martinez did come up with the Cubs. I thought it was the Expos, but it's the Cubs. 16 years. Breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
We ever see if it was what happened with Cesar coming out of the box? Did he not get a?
He was running at the end. Slow bouncer. Turner charges, bare hands, throws. Boy, he made that look easy. 6-3 to put out, 2 away. Made 2 very good plays in this inning.
Yeah, we might want to try someone else. I mean, we've hit a couple to Defoe, and he made an error on one of them, right? Good play, bare hand. You see, take a peek of where Reese was. Maybe he had some time. Zimmer over there looks
thrilled.
Look like it handcuffed him over there, didn't it?
Odubel takes a strike all the way. It's 0-1.
Well, down 7, 3rd inning. This is where you don't want to just throw away at bats.
Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Maybe it just was it from the right side for Cesar.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
He's not one to jog down to first. He runs hard every play. I think is the right way to play. Of course, I've been questioned on that before.
Fouled that one off the Masco Weeders. Here's Cesar.
Good play by Turn. Stretching out that hamstring, though. You hope that baby's not barking on him.
Yeah. Freddie had that last year a few times. Fouled back.
Nice crowd, huh?
It is a pretty nice crowd. I mean, they do draw well.
Well, they should. They're a good team. What's the most home runs someone's ever hit in one game? 4? 5? 4? 5?
Let's get the exact number. Swing and a miss. Odubel's down on strikes. The Phillies go down in order for a 2nd consecutive inning. 2nd strikeout for Gio. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Nationals on top 7-0. Baseball is brought to you by your local Ford store. Check out every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. John, just to affirm, it is 4 home runs, the most hit in a single game. It began with Bobby Lowe back in 1894. And among the luminaries on that list are Lou Gehrig, Chuck Klein, Big Joe Adcock. As that ball's hit down the right field line by Michael A. Taylor. And Altair drifting and makes the catch right in the corner as the rain starts to fall.
That's a quick 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, we heard the grounds keeper go out and talk to Rob Drake and say we got about 30 to 40 minutes.
How time flies, huh?
Before the rain comes.
Golly. Well, there's 29 minutes out of our life we won't get back.
Gonzalez takes his strike. I mean, we clearly heard him say we got about 30, 40 minutes before the rain comes. Maybe he said seconds. Little tapper foul, and it's 0-2.
Those pesky clouds tricked him.
Mike Winters isn't going to believe anybody. That's the problem. He told Rob Drake. He didn't tell Mike Winters. J.D. Martinez, the last to have 4 homers in the game. Schmitty did it in '76.
Mark Whitten.
Yep, hard hitting Mark Whitten.
Bob Horner, did Horner do it?
Horner did it. As Gio goes down on strikes for the second time. Second strikeout.
Now we need to get Defoe out. Can't let Bryce hit a home run every inning, or that'd be some kind of record. And I'd say that'd be maybe one of the worst. If he hits 9 home runs, that'd probably be one of the worst rear end kickings the team's ever gotten, I would think. Huh?
Seriously, it's a softball game. Who do you think is the most unlikely guy to have 4 home runs in a game?
Scooter.
Scooter Jeanette.
I like Scooter though.
Yeah.
You see that he posted, he dressed up as the Easter Bunny for Easter.
I did not
It
see
scared
that.
some of the kids on the team. The kids, you know, the kids of players.
Right.
Apparently some of them were afraid of him. And it was like, wasn't like a gruesome looking.
Wasn't a mean rabbit.
No, it was a happy.
Like white with pink ears.
Yeah.
I would think, without really knowing a whole lot about Pat Siri, who only had 86 career home runs, or Bobby Lowe, who did it before the home run, along with Ed Delahanty. Both did it before the home run really became a big deal. I would probably say that Scooter Jeanette is the right answer to that. Back toward the middle and a base hit for Defoe.
Oh, here he comes.
Our Nissan upgrade to the technology of tomorrow today. Bryce Harper now leads in home runs, 2 more than Albies and Charlie Blackmon.
Look at that. 3 of them are leadoff hitters. Of course, Bryce is a
Leadoff hitter.
hybrid, but he's a leadoff hitter. Albies is leading off. Charlie Blackmon's leading off. Does Pollock lead off for the Diamondbacks?
He did not when we played them, but he has led off before.
Be interesting. The top 3 in home runs are all leadoff hitters. Oh, how the game has changed.
Swing and a miss by Harper. I don't know if he'll get a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Center field. O'Google looks like he's got it lined up, and a step from the track, he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. O'Google may have forgotten the out, but that's okay. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We move on to the 4th inning. It's 7-0 Nats. Heroes, because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families. They do a similar thing here at the ballpark in Washington. They've done it since the ballpark opened, where they honor those who served and who are currently serving. Yeah, they just did it a few moments ago. They bring them down behind home plate, and they ask them to take their hats off, and the fans wave their hats at them. Aaron Altair leads off the 4th, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes to Altair. Whoa, look out. That is caught by the net, and it's 1-1. It's Dan the Bat Boys from Philadelphia. Take care of it for Aaron. John, did you bring your Yoda doll? Because it is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Well, I mean, Murph's here.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Tomorrow they're celebrating Star Wars Night.
And I'm looking forward to it.
What are you going to wear?
It's one of my favorite days. What?
What are you going to wear?
Clothes, I hope.
There's the 1-1 pitch.
At my age, who knows how I'm going to show up.
2-1.
Well, tomorrow's the Carolina Blue. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Altair takes on the inside corner. But it's 2-2. What do you got down there, Yoda? You got anything for your buddy up here?
I have nothing to say to him after that comment.
Yoda's cute, Murph.
Is he? He is wise beyond his years, so I guess I'll take it as a compliment.
You can go with that.
That's how I meant it.
Yeah, I know.
3 strikeouts for Gio.
High fastball by Gio, running away from Altair. Gets a swing and miss.
Carlos Santana reached on an error his first time up, and it's 1-0. Think about the longevity of Gio Gonzalez, though. I mean, he has been around for quite some time and has been fairly consistent for the Nationals. 15 wins last year. There have been years where we've seen him throw 94, 95 miles an hour, and there have been other years, or I should say games, where he kind of pitches backwards. Relies on that good curveball. Last year he was in the top 10 in earned run average. Overall, a 3.62 ERA.
Yeah, he kind of gets overshadowed though here because of Scherzer, of course Strasburg.
Off the end of the bat, that's a fair ball, and it's going to go into foul territory off the glove of Zimmerman. And Santana's on his way to second. Will get there with a stand-up double. His 8th double of the year.
You remember in Miami, he got that dribbler down the third baseline against the shift for a double. Now he gets one down here. Did Zim hit his head? Just kind of cues it off the end of the bat. That thing's running away from Zim. Yeah, he did.
Oh, man, that's going to hurt.
I don't know. Let's go try it tomorrow. He seems to be all right. No, serious. Let's go down there tomorrow before the game. We'll just bang our head against the dirt and see if it does hurt.
Like big diving attempts?
Well, no. That means you have to run. Right? You have to be moving to be diving, right?
Yeah, I don't know if without an action, if that would be comfortable.
Well, I'll hit your grounder if you want. No.
Yeah, we could do that.
No, that's okay. It's all about Star Wars.
2-0.
How did this become such a thing, the Star Wars thing?
Well, I think that there is a section of the community that are Star Wars fans. So when you offer a Star Wars giveaway with a baseball theme, a Star Wars themed giveaway with a baseball player, people, they think it's kind of cool. Like this year, there's going to be an Aaron Nola Han Solo bobblehead, which I've seen, and it looks pretty cool.
Take your word for it. So, like, if people come in like light blue and orange tuxedos for Dumb and Dumber, we can have a Dumb and Dumber.
We can have that.
That'd be.
As Michael fouls it back. I don't know if it has the following that it should, but.
Well, I mean, I don't want to disrespect the people who are Star Wars fans, but I mean, it is a better movie than any of the 900 that Star Wars has put out.
Well, that's the thing, though. There have been 2 Dumb and Dumbers. There have been more than 2.
The second one was terrible.
In the air to left field. Adams going back toward the wall, and he jumps, and he made the catch. Santana goes to third. Matt Adams not necessarily known for his defense, but flipping some leather there, and there are 2 outs.
Yeah, they're beating you offensively, and now they're beating you defensively. What a play by Matt Adams. Not sure if that would have went over. Like he might have hit the. It could have bounced over if it hit the top of the fence.
Yeah, I think it was going to go over.
Gio's happy. Good base running by Santana, tagging up.
Adams, a first baseman by trade. Other teams have tried him out in the outfield. It hasn't always worked out. Here's Kingery with a runner at third. He takes a strike, 0-1.
It's amazing how when you're swinging the bat good, all of a sudden your defense gets better.
Turn into a totally relaxed ball player. 0-2.
Can't catch a break today, can we?
Look at this. Kingery strikes out. 4 strikeouts for Gio Gonzalez. The rain is starting to fall after that renegade storm a few moments ago. Time for the ponchos. That's always entertaining. We'll be back after this. PHI, the Pennsylvania Lottery's new scratch-off. My first million. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And by Nissan. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Well, the president's race, John. Abe, I don't know what was he doing.
Abe?
I think he just fell out of the stands. I don't know what he was doing. Trey Turner swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Take another angle of Abe. Well, he got pushed. That's disrespectful.
It is. How are you going to treat the president like that?
On the outside corner, 0-2.
It's raining.
It is raining. Trey Turner did not agree
With the rain or that call?
with that call.
Okay.
Fans are headed for some cover.
Looks like it stopped. Here.
Up here it stopped.
Yeah,
Down there it
it's
has
raining
not.
below us.
Up at 2-2. We're enjoying tonight's game.
A little resemblance to Don Zimmer, didn't he?
A little bit. Cesar backhands and fires the throw over. Welcome to the best kid zone in baseball. Join us at the Yard at Citizens Bank Park. It features free activities for all of our young Phillies fans. After you take some swings at the Citizens Bank fan field, well, then head over to the Turkey Hill Ice Cream Bar. Open before and during every Phillies home game. For more information, visit phillies.com/theyard. Matt Adams takes low.
Now it's raining.
Now it's raining pretty hard. That should protect him. That's a poncho, by the way. And Baldo strikes. Now, I know that Mike Winters doesn't want to put the tarp on the field, but he may have to soon. Grounds crew's ready to go.
Yeah, that's never a good sign when the pitcher throws one up and away and he's rubbing his hand all over his pants to try to get it to dry off.
Broke it back, ground ball by Adams. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That little feller needs to stay dry. These folks have done it right. It's adorable poncho, so adorable. Duct tape has filled the crevice. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again.
Dumping it now. Man.
3-2. I think she needs a poncho.
Hey.
And ball 4. Adams walks. And it looks like they're going to put the tarp on the field. Well, Mike Winters waited as long as he could. Adams walks for the 2nd time today. So here in the bottom of the 4th inning with the Nats on top, 7-0. They decide to put the tarp on the field.
Watch out, Odubel.
Carson's going to go for some cover. Odubel nearly get eaten by the tarp there.
He almost got run over.
Once they get it rolling, they're not stopping for anybody. So the grounds crew get the tarp unfurled and thrown onto the infield. There is a bit of a breeze, but they should be able to get it on without any problems. How colorful that tarp is, Johnny.
Wow.
That's going to bring the sunshine back to your life.
Skittles.
Oh, no. He gone. Oh, man. He is going to be dirty. By the time they're not waiting, he is under there. Look.
Where is he?
There he comes. Yeah. That's a thrill of a lifetime right there for that cat. All right, so the tarp is on the field with one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. While we wait here, John tries to dry himself off. We'll head back to the studios for a little Phillies clubhouse.
goes up and possibly robbed him of a home run right there. And those are our Hyundai defensive plays of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Well, Gabe Kapler just went out to the umpires and asked if Drew Hutchinson can warm up a little bit out on the main mound, and they said it was fine. So Hutchinson's going out, and he'll get, I don't know how many warm-up tosses he'll get to get this thing rolling. I mean, he has, unless he's thrown underneath, and he's fine to go.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. You hate delays anyway, and then you got to wait longer for a pitcher to have to warm up. But I'm sure Gio was throwing down there too.
Now, what they do sometimes, I don't know if everybody does this, John, but while they're waiting, if they know how long it is, they'll go in, throw in the bullpen for X amount of pitches, sit down like they're sitting down in between innings, and then maybe if they have to go throw again, just to kind of simulate an inning, knowing that they're not going to go that deep.
Up, down, up, down.
Well, Hutchinson will warm up out on the mound. I guess they're going to treat this basically as a new inning warm-up. I don't know if he'll just get 8 pitches or if he'll get more than that. But the Nationals, when we resume, will have one man on first base, and the hitter will be Ryan Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman provided us with our Geico quote of the day on the Nats 5-game win streak. Now it's starting to turn a little bit. We're starting to get some big hits when we need to. The pitching's been great all year. We just haven't been giving them any runs. Now we've just got to go with it. Ride the momentum and just keep going as long as we can. I mean, they are the team to beat, right?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. You know, the Braves, I like the Braves, but, you know, with young players and a young pitching staff, sometimes you know, it's hard to say what they're going to do as the season progresses. You know, they don't have track records of pitching full season, so you don't know yet. You know, these guys are pretty tried and tested.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to win the big game.
Yeah. But, you know, you look at the standings, the Braves are on top. They're losing today, right?
Yeah, they're trailing to the Giants. But, you know, with all being said, they're going to get Murphy back. They're going to get Rendon back, or Anthony Rendon. And when they do, this is, you know, I think it's the best team in the East. There's Mike Witters. He's the crew chief, and he met with the grounds crew before heading back out there. The grounds crew let him know that doesn't look like there's any more rain tonight in the general area. All right, so here we go. Jorge Alfaro just did something as he threw down to second base. He limped a little bit back behind home plate.
I wonder if he slipped on home.
I think he may have. Rob Drake just threw some dirt on home plate. Now is cleaning it off. There's the throw.
Yeah, he slipped on home and looked like it was right hip flexor.
Yeah. That's not good for catching.
No. Well, I mean, they don't have to squat too much during a game.
All right, well, no count on Ryan Zimmerman with a runner at first base. And he takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Adams had walked with 1 man down. Zimmerman tonight is 1 for 2, an RBI single his first time up, and he struck out his last time to the plate. In there for a strike, 1-1. Hutchinson has gone 2 1/3 so far. In relief of Nick Pivetta, who allowed 6 earned runs on 5 hits and an inning plus. Foul tip, and it's 1-2.
Now, you know, Drew Hutchinson and Phillies bullpen, you just got to try to keep throwing zeros up there and see what happens offensively. Sure, you look at it and say 7-0 in the 4th inning, and this could be an insurmountable lead, but stranger things.
There's 1 1/3. This could be 2. There's 1. Oops, Cesar dropped it. So they only get the 1. So 5-4 on the putout at second base. A fielder's choice. And the hitter now will be Howie Kendrick. Kendrick is 1 for 2. He singled his last time.
And that's just the little things, you know, they give you a double play ball. You got to take advantage of it. And, you know, the drop by Cesar right there, just another, you know, when you're playing a good team and a good team that's playing good, you got to get the outs when you can.
Well, there's another good alignment for the Phillies as Odubel Herrera was in the right spot to make that catch. We end the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's 7-0 Nationals. First pitch, and it's Teva Respiratory Asthma Awareness Night, and a free Phillies cap to all fans coming to the ballpark. The cap is the same one that you can see right there on the screen. It's a nice giveaway. Go to Phillies.com to purchase your tickets. Gio Gonzalez is continuing here. He'll face Jorge Alfaro.
Yeah, he knows he only needs 3 outs to more than likely get a win.
He'll put himself at least in position.
That's a better way of saying it.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Someday I'll have your mastery of the English language down.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball foul. Well, you certainly have it. That ball leads the ball girl. There's Max Scherzer. We'll see him on Sunday.
Oh, and then did she fake a throw to the fans out there?
I didn't see that.
Maybe she promised it to someone down on it. Looked like she picked it up and faked the throw.
Little Joey Votto in her. Outside, 1-2.
You know the game's going one-sided when that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, really.
Let's hone it back in. Come on, Jorge.
So look at this. Alfaro's down on strikes. 5 strikeouts for Gonzalez. Hip looks okay. He was moving up the line. And here comes Hutchison, who will continue on.
I would have to say the win probability isn't high.
No. When they started doing that, was it about 5 years ago that people started posting that somewhere, what the win probability would be? I never understood how they figured it out. I mean, the eye test will tell you.
They ain't looking good.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little outside, but it's 1-2.
He looks like a hitter.
Bouncing ball towards shortstop. And Turner. There's an out. And Cesar's coming up. Out of left-handed pitchers in baseball over the last 10 years, Gio Gonzalez is 6th in wins.
Is that Kershaw guy up there somewhere?
Kershaw is 2nd in the 10 years. He's played 11, but 2nd in the 10 years to John Lester in the 10-year span.
Wow.
Lester has won 150 games, lost 91. I have to say I'm surprised that he's ahead of Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, Kershaw missed a lot of time though.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, Lester does have more starts than Kershaw does during that time. But it goes John Lester, Clayton Kershaw, CC Sabathia, who's leading tonight, David Price, Cole, and then Gio Gonzalez. Outside, 2-2.
David Price has been struggling this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, during the 10-year span, he's got over 120 wins. This year, 2-4 with an ERA of 5.11. There's a line drive, base hit down the left field line, hits the half wall, and Cesar's going to get to second base. And he's there with a stand-up double. That's his 6th double of the year. And it brings Rhys Hoskins up.
Hey, let's start getting right. Curve ball down and in. Cesar goes down and gets it. Playing way off the line is Defoe. It's that jut out, whatever that's called. Either way, it was going to be at least a double for Cesar with his speed. Well, peck away.
Yep, here's Hoskins with a runner in scoring position. Rhys is 0 for 2 tonight. And it's 0-1. You know who's on the top 10 list? I guess I shouldn't be surprised by it, but is Jay Happ, 96 wins.
Wow.
Since 2008. The only guy that's in the top 10 that's not pitching anymore is Burley. Burley is sitting at number 7. He had 107 wins, but that was in an 8-year period. He could have kept pitching if he wanted to.
Yeah, you would think. It wasn't like he was going to overpower you. Mechanically sound, great fielder.
One ball and 2 strikes to Hoskins. Fouls it away.
I mean, you had to know that was a fastball up. Wieters was giving signs, and as soon as he went to 1, he put his palm up like, you know, I want it up. Well, what other pitch you going to throw up in the strike zone? You're not going to throw a high breaking ball. You're not going to throw a high changeup. You try not to.
You try not to, yeah.
Now it could be back to the breaking ball. That's a grinding right there.
Another one fouled away as he's battling.
mound visit.
Each team has 5 left.
That's something to keep your eye on
Yes,
as this
sir.
game rolls around, rolls along.
Last 7 starts versus the Phillies. Gio Gonzalez a 1.99 ERA.
So what you're saying is we haven't done well.
Have not done well.
Yeah. But sometimes numbers lie.
Inside, 2-2. Might be setting up something on the outside part of the plate here.
All right, another changeup. You know, he went up with a fastball, got a foul off, and then he went changeup, another foul off. Then he goes fastball in. You'd have to think if he's not going to double up hard in, he's probably going to throw something soft away.
Popped him up. Zimmerman in foul territory has a long run toward the railing and makes the catch. Yeah, that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left in scoring position. Middle of the 5th inning. It's 7-0. Nats on top. Minor league report as we take a peek at some of the things going on around the Phil's minor league system. Well, the players of the month were released today. Aniel De Los Santos was the co-pitcher with Spencer Howard. De Los Santos, I think, is who everybody's most interested in because he's 2-0 with a 1.40 ERA and a ton of strikeouts for Lehigh Valley. But Howard's been really good, too. Derek Hall, well, he hit his 10th home run today already. Daniel Brito was the best defender. He had 1 error in 94 total chances. And by the way, Dylan Cousins did homer again for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs today. So he has now 4 home runs in the last 2 games.
That'll work.
It certainly will.
You know, you wish he would find a happy medium.
Yeah, because he can find himself here quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that power, you know, it's such a weapon. You know, even if he's not starting, one swing off the bench and the game changes.
Wieters fouls it away. Wieters is singled and is also lined into a double play. Watched him take batting practice today. And I mean, he's 6'5", but he's so tall and lean. He was standing next to Trey Turner, and he made him look so small. Not hitting for any kind of average, but they like the way he handles his pitching staff.
He's been around.
Yep.
He understands. You would think he would understand how to set up pitchers and work with what pitches are working with that starting pitcher that day.
1-2.
Pretty good staff to handle, though.
Buck always liked him, didn't he, as a catcher?
Absolutely.
Got him with a breaking ball. Yeah, strikeout. The putout goes 2-3. And one away for Michael Taylor coming up. Phils fans, time is running out on your chance to get a great deal on Phils tickets plus other surprises. Go to Phillies.com/authentic fan right now to grab your tickets to the first Phillies Authentic Fan Night this Tuesday, May 8th. But hurry, once all these special tickets are gone, they are gone. Michael Taylor is 0 for 2, and he fouls the first pitch back toward the wall. No balls and 2 strikes. Sierra's on deck to pinch hit. Fly ball deep center field. It's going to stay in the yard. Odubel's on the track. He makes the catch for the second out. So Gio's done after 5 innings. The plan was to just get him that 5th after the rain delay. I think this is smart to get him out at this point.
There's no use keeping him in.
So Moises Sierra will pinch hit. Foul back. It's 0-2.
You know, I understand that this roster is going to change when Rendon and Murphy come back, but I mean, you look at their bench, and it's not a list of, you know, it's who's who. You know, it's not a lot of guys you probably ever heard of unless you are a Washington Nationals fan.
No, the guy Stevenson, who's off the bench, has done some pretty good things for them.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's not household names coming off.
But when that guy hits 2 home runs his first 2 at bats in consecutive innings, bench becomes irrelevant, doesn't it?
It does. 2-2. Got him. So Hutchinson with another scoreless inning for the Phils out of the bullpen. The Nationals go down in order. We've played 5. We go on to the 6th inning. Odubel Herrera will lead it off when we get back. Blue Cross Fearless Philly of the Week was dazzling his last time out on the mound. Wednesday in Miami, the Phillies needed to get back on track, and Aaron took the mound with no other option in mind. His changeup was effective all game as he held the Marlins to 4 hits and struck out 7, at one point retiring 17 straight hitters, the most for a Phillies pitcher since Cole Hamels did so in 2015. Nola delivered a necessary win, and it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Well, Aaron Nola was outstanding. At his last start, the Phillies certainly needed him to be outstanding. And Gio Gonzalez will give way to a hard-throwing right-hander, Trevor Gott, who was 0-1 with a 3.48 ERA. Speaking of Gotts, the Phillies have their own Gott.
Yeah, we do.
And Jim Gott, he's hiding behind the wall there.
There he is. Funny man.
Very good guy.
Kind of reminds me of Mark Grant.
From the Padres?
Yeah. They're always smiling, happy.
He is always in an upbeat mood.
Yeah. Well, so's Mud.
Mud is.
Now, did those two play together in San Francisco, I think?
If they did for a short period of time. The Dodgers broadcast was talking about Jim last week, a couple weeks ago. Ben was talking about this, that the Dodgers broadcast, as Odubel sends it up the middle, cut off by Turner, who flips it to first. Oral Hershiser was saying if he had to pick one guy, or a couple of guys that he didn't want to get into a fight with who was on the other team, and Jim Gott was one of those guys. Yeah, San Francisco the first couple of years for Mud.
Yeah, I thought so.
Trevor Gott is out of the University of Kentucky. Down and away.
Any relation?
Not that I know of. There's nothing in the stories that show it. You know, Jim's a West Coast guy. Trevor is from Kentucky. Bouncing ball up the third base line. They are not going to get Aaron Altair as long as it stays fair, and it does. So a base runner for the Phils here in the 6th inning. And for Altair, it's the second time he's been on.
Take that one.
Yes, sir.
Better throw that ball out of the game. Might be lopsided.
I know that most people would be able to beat that out, but that's what I mean. You have speed, you can get hits like that. Even if you don't have speed, you can get a hit like that.
Did you see him pick it up and throw it?
No, that is true.
Usually when a ball hits the ground and they don't throw it to first, your chances of reaching first are really good.
You're pretty safe with that.
Pretty good.
Nationals got from the LA Angels for Yunel Escobar. It's actually a pretty good trade. Get a hard-throwing right-hander. We got him in 2015.
They couldn't get Trout.
December. Trout was not available for Escobar.
No. What are the Angels waiting on?
Fouled away by Santana. It's 2-1.
What are they holding on to him for?
Trout?
Yeah. Can't play.
There's some big things to come for him.
You think he's going to be okay?
Yeah, I think he's
he'll
gonna
figure it out.
You know, you just start. Most people start slow in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't runner-up for MVP to the next year, was he? His second year?
That's right. I wonder if somebody did call the Eagles and said, hey, what do we have to give you for Trout?
I think the GM would have to call Artie Moreno and say, hey, Artie, someone got a deal for Trout.
I don't think he should call Artie. Out to center field. That's well struck. Going back on it is Taylor. It is gone.
Here we go.
And the Phillies are on the board. It's a 7-2 ball game. That is the third home run for Carlos Santana. He had a double his last time up off the glove of Zimmerman. And now a 2-run home run that went about 445 feet.
Oh, that's nice to see.
Sure is.
Not only that, but you know, it's a 5-run game and you're in their bullpen. Like a changeup that Gott tried to throw right there. You saw that spin, the way his fingers were, and it didn't sink him near enough. There you go. It's a good sign, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a velocity 108.2.
I just think where we'd be if the ball Franco hit went out.
Yeah.
Adams didn't catch it. Be what, 7-4 now?
Yes, it would. Foul tip, 1-2. Bouncing ball up the third base line.
Got the Flow Master General out there in the pen.
Zach Curtis.
Got some hair. You see someone posted on Twitter his hair on my head.
Yeah, he liked that. That ball is crushed deep to left field, and it's a 7-3 ball game. Solo home run for Michael Franco. That's his 5th homer of the year.
Win probability is for the Nats is starting to, that percentage is starting to go down a little bit.
Yes, it is.
Here we come.
And now the Athletic trainer's going out to talk to Gott with Dave Martinez. I don't know, the velocity was still 95, 96 on most of his pitches. But they have nobody warming.
Maybe he'd never given up 2 balls back to back, hit that hard.
That ball was a bomb. Both of these home runs. All right, well, Dave Martinez is going to go to his bullpen, it looks like here. Now, the pitch we thought was a changeup 2 pitches ago has been listed as a fastball. That was a spinner right there.
That's what you should do with that pitch. How many times have we seen that pitch and guys take it? Because it's a little off, maybe a little in. Those balls travel great distances. Franco just got that one.
Well, back to the Nationals bullpen when we return. RBI Baseball 18 delivers all new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 is available now for Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, iOS, and Android. Learn more at rbigame.com. Wander Soro is the new pitcher. 2/3 of an inning in his other outing against the Pirates. 2 hits and no strikeouts. Scott Kingery is scheduled to bat. The Phillies have hit back-to-back home runs for the first time. Soro is 26 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. He has been with the Nationals since he was an 18-year-old. But when he made his debut this season earlier this week, that was his major league debut.
So it took a while to get here, huh?
It did.
Got a little perseverance.
Aaron Altair began this 3-run inning with an infield hit. I think Carlos Santana homered to center field. And then Michael Franco followed with a homer to left field. And now it's Kingery.
Well, Santana looks like he's getting a little going here, putting some good swings. We need this man to get going too. And Reese.
Yeah, Kingery's 0 for 2 tonight. Reese 0 for 3. The pitch on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Now ball to third. Defoe backs up on it and has it. And 2 outs. And that'll bring Alfaro up.
Try to get it back all at once.
Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Down the right field line, 1 ball and 1 strike. Alfaro checking to see if we can get all the clay out of his spikes.
How about that guy that got caught under the tarp?
I think he's okay. I saw him come out when they took it off. Inside corner. Oh, man. 2. There he is.
He's holding on, holding on.
Look at this guy. Watch. Ready, 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 ready. Ah.
Yeah. It's a bad teammate there.
He just ripped it right out of his hand. 2-2. You ever pulled tarp, John?
I did.
It's awful, isn't it?
We had a guy got thrown. Mark Bombard.
Oh, I remember Bombi.
Remember Bombi?
Yeah.
Bombi got thrown about, it had to be 10 feet in the air.
No kidding.
Yeah,
really?
in Clearwater. The wind got under it. And it threw, and he was all right. That's hit hard.
Liner to center field, and Taylor is able to reel it in. That ball was smoked off the bat of Alfaro. Phillies get 2 home runs, though, as they put 3 on the board. First one by Santana, second one by Franco. We move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 7-3 game. Drew Hutchison is still out there trying to give the Phils at least one more inning. And he will face Wilmer Defoe, and then the top of the order, Bryce Harper and Trey Turner. Well, with Rendon being out, Murph, Defoe has been a nice boost for this Nationals team.
Yeah, they have a couple guys on this team that are hot right now. Defoe is one of those guys. He is 10 for 19 on this homestand for them. They have 7 straight games that he's gotten hit. And, you know, he's a guy that plays all over the diamond, but right now he's getting some time because Rendon is out. But he has been so effective, so you wonder what's going to happen when some of these guys get healthy. You know, last year, Dusty Baker had a conversation with him, and he asked him to change things up a little bit, the way he approached things at home plate. He shortened up his swing. He actually choked up on the bat a little bit, and he started having success. And this year, in conversations with Dave Martinez, Martinez told him, look, you have one job when you're in the game, and that job is to get on base any way you can. You know, if the home runs come by accident, that's fine, but I want you on base. And he's one of those guys that have been able to set the table for the big bats in this lineup, and they've had some serious success with that.
He's not the first sort of leadoff hitter or leadoff style hitter that has had to have that conversation with a coach. Some of them don't listen.
Nope.
But, you know, there are others that will take it to heart. And, you know, instead of making yourself be a big, small guy, just capitalize on your speed.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would be a good number for him if he had a great power year, Defoe? 20 homers? 25?
I think that would be beyond good.
Okay, well then and that's what Dave Martinez is basically telling him. What are you going to do for us your other 400 plus at bats?
That's a good point.
You know, get on base. You got speed. Set the table. You know, you're hitting 9th in front of Bryce Harper. Not many better places to hit in baseball.
Another strikeout for Hutchison. And one away, and now Harper's coming up. Harper has 2 homers.
I think he just missed a third too. I know he wasn't real happy with it.
Not happy. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Center field. Odubel on the run. It'll stay in the park, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Chevrolet dealers and by Jefferson Health. Call 800-JEFF now or visit jeffersonhealth.org. Trey Turner takes down and away. 1 ball and no strikes.
Hutchinson some credit though for keeping this game where it is. I know he gave up the home run to Adams, but it was on the first pitch he threw, wasn't it?
It may have been.
But other than that,
Plus, he had to endure the rain. I mean, not, and people are going to say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, he did have to sit for a little bit. 62 pitches. Ground ball, shortstop. Backhanded by Kingery, and in time to get Trey Turner. That is a fine play. And the Nationals go down in order for his 2nd consecutive inning. We move to the 7th here in Washington. Phil's down 7-3. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. Phils fell down 7-0. Nick Pivetta lasted just an inning plus. He allowed 6 earned runs, but Drew Hutchison has been good since then. The Phillies got 3 in the 6th, and now they're facing the Nats bullpen. And Jesmuel Valentin will lead things off as he bats for Hutchison.
Lead off the inning with your first big league knock. Set up a big inning.
He's had a couple of at-bats so far. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. What a 2. I think he's trying to get a home run with his first hit.
Yeah,
It's a little big.
Shorten it up a little bit. Put the ball in play. More often than not, good things are going to happen for you.
Fouled it away. Remains 1-2.
Ryan Madsen down there for the Nats.
Yes,
pen.
it is. He was a really good Philly. Got him. Valentin is struck out, and 1 out here in the 7th. Time now for the Ram Truck Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer. All right, John, here we go. What team did Nationals manager Dave Martinez get his first big league hit against?
Fighting Phils.
Phillies back on June 15th, 1986 is when he made his debut, but his first hit was on the 23rd. And that was against Shane Rawley. Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of the Phillies prize pack. There's Mad Dog. Outside, 1-1 to Cesar. Opposite way, and Adams.
We've hit some balls hard.
Well, because of Hutchison, the Phillies have had a chance in this game. Outside, 1-0. And
I'll get you one here, Reese. Make sure it's a good pitch you can hand. I'm going to swing at something out of the zone and be over aggressive.
Out towards center field. And Taylor venturing back. It's carrying more than he thought, but he'll be able to make the catch a few steps from the 402 sign. And that'll wrap up the 7th inning. The Phillies go down in order. It's time to stretch. The Phillies trailing at 7-3. There's some of the Dollar Dog hats that are around. That's actually a cheesesteak hat. He's a cheesesteak head tonight. He really wanted a T-shirt from the folks that were shooting him into the stands. Throwback Thursday jersey right there. There's Zach Curtis, man after John's heart.
No, I can't pull that off.
He liked the fact, though, that we were talking about it the other night, and the fact that you talking about that split screen. I think Nick, our director, may have popped it up there, Nick Marquetta, because he's an artist, and he liked that. His wife saw it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Good. We aim to please.
Matt Adams leads it off. Adams has been on base 3 times. And a strike on the inside corner. I asked him about the hair. I said, have you always had it long? And he said, yes. He said, when I got to the big leagues with Arizona, he said, I was sitting in the bullpen one night, and Brad Ziegler was with the Diamondbacks as Cesar will backhand and throw off balance to first. And he said, Ziegler said to him at one point just casually, so you gonna do something about that hair? And he had just been called up, and he's like, oh no. So he didn't cut it. It turned out he was kidding about it, but he did say that Bob Gephardt, the longtime major league executive, he would mention something to him all the time in the minor leagues. Did anybody ever tell you to get a cut?
No. Well, the White Sox.
Oh, did they really?
Yes.
There's Zimmerman. What did you tell him? No.
No, I did. I got it cut. Not a lot, but I got it cut. Had to shorten it up a little bit at their discretion. And I did. Because you know me.
You are not a rule breaker.
No.
No. Outside 2-0.
San Diego always had short hair.
It wasn't until Philly went.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't have a choice. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the bunch kind of forced you to do it.
Put it this way, it didn't take long to get rid of it after I was done playing. You know how I sweat. Can you imagine that long hair dripping?
Would you put it in a ponytail?
No. I can't get my hands behind my head, so that would have been a difficult issue. Just got to keep people on their toes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where these last 2 pitches were. Maybe that one was low. So a base runner for the Nats, and now Howie Kendrick coming up.
I've had people ask me to grow it back.
Would you ever consider it? You can grow it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you are follically challenged at all.
No, I can grow it back. I would have to think, though, that I would have 2 kids divorce me. Like kids can divorce their parents, right?
They can.
Yeah, they would file.
Kramer versus Kramer.
They would file. I think the goal in life right now is not to embarrass my kids with as much as I do already.
The amount of tension that you would garner, though.
With a mullet?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you got the buzz for the mullet or for the kids.
We'll have to ask the Cavity.
Cavity saying kids. 6 straight balls out of the strike zone from Curtis. 3-0. And 8 straight out of the strike zone for Zach. And it'll bring Wieters up. And Rick Kranitz will trot out to the mound.
Looked like it hurt, didn't it? That first step.
He's funny.
You see, look at how far, like wave him out, like come on out of here.
I thought that there were 2 pitches to Zimmerman. And I know we keep talking about Rob Drake and how difficult his strike zone was in the first inning. But I thought there were 2 pitches to Zimmerman that were pretty close. But nothing else really has been close.
Is there a time limit on the visit to the mound? Because
I think it's a mental clock for the umpire.
He's been out there pretty quick. They'll make a good pitch, get a double play.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Wieters isn't. He's tall, but he sits low when he catches. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Ben was that way. Ben is the same height. 0-2. He's got to keep it within reach here.
Did Ben stay low?
I thought Ben stayed low.
Yeah, I think that if I would have to grow, I wouldn't get a mullet. I wouldn't do the mullet.
You wouldn't
I
bring
would
that
just
back?
let it all long, like the kids today are doing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not a mullet, though.
That's not. No, I know.
His hair's long on top. Mine was kind of buzzed on top.
Bouncing ball foul. It'd be great if you started wearing it that way and it came back.
A mullet?
Yeah.
I don't think it's making her. I don't think it's.
I'd do it if you want to do it. Chuck Gardner will do it too, our stat guy.
A mullet.
Not
a cul-de-sac, a mullet.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a bit outside, 1-2. Nick Pivetta started. He went the first inning plus, allowed 6 earned runs. Drew Hutchinson went 5 innings and allowed 1 run. A 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball foul again toward the camera well. Camera protected Murph.
See Murph down there, hands raised.
Most exercise he's done in months. Murph, is that you laughing or is that Brian laughing?
That's Brian.
All right.
I was busy working out.
Bouncing ball to third and a foul ball, thankfully.
If it was fair, he'd have called it.
Yes, he would have. He knew it was foul.
See if Curtis could get something a little down and away. See if he can get a pull. Looks like Wieters is in pull mode right now.
Got him. 92-mile-an-hour fastball for the second out. So 2 away, and Michael Taylor is coming up.
You wonder if Dave Martinez had a same conversation with Michael A. Taylor as you do with Defoe.
I think Dusty Baker's had that conversation with Taylor an awful lot. And like we said, sometimes it just doesn't sink in. Now Taylor has been productive, but this kid has amazing speed. He's an excellent defender, but he does strike out too much.
Yeah, 202 is not going to cut it.
Bouncing ball up the third base line. It trickles foul.
If you can get fastball up here, get him to chase. At least let him see it.
Down the right field line, and that'll slice into the seats. Got him. The 93 down to the zone, so Curtis gets into a little bit of trouble, but then works his way out of it. He did a nice job. We'll go to the 8th inning. The Phillies down by 4. Baseball is brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Heard of your local Del Val Honda dealer. Visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by WB Mason. Who bought WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. 7-3 Nationals will move to the top of the 8th inning, and Ryan Matson will take over. Phillies fans a little disappointed right now the way this game has gone. We feel a little uplifted by the way the bullpen has pitched tonight. Matson has allowed 20 hits in 14 1/3 innings for the Nats this year. They acquired him from the Angels a season ago. It helped stabilize their bullpen, he and Sean Doolittle.
You remember last year, their bullpen was atrocious early in the season, wasn't it?
It was. It was their offense and their starting pitching were basically carrying them. Odubel needs to get on base. His on-base streak is in jeopardy here in the top of the 8th inning.
You know what you're going to get with Matson? Fastball, unbelievable changeup.
Always been good.
And he will sprinkle in a breaking ball here and there.
Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I remember the year that, you know, as a starting pitcher, he would throw fastball, curveball, and it was a good one, and his changeup, which was his out pitch. But when he became a reliever, he didn't really throw the curveball as much. But then every spring training, it just seemed like he would come out and he would start throwing the curveball at times. And we'd always say, why are you doing that? He said, well, I just want to make sure it's in the scouting report.
Smart.
I mean, because it's a good pitch, but, you know, for him, fastball and changeup were really all he needed.
Yeah, and back then he was mid to upper 90s with the fastball. And
That's
that
right.
made that changeup even. I mean, he's still throwing mid 90s, but that changeup is devastating. Not a way
line drive to left center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Duval's on base streak continues to grow. And he'll lead off this 8th inning. So 33 consecutive games. It's the longest since Darren Ruff in the 2012-13 season. That's a good way to start this 8th inning. Now let's see if the Phillies can keep this inning going, as Altair takes one right down the chute. He went around 0-2.
Has he always been to make that ball run in on righties? I always thought it was straight fastball, straight change.
I thought it was 2. That looked more like a 2-seamer,
yeah,
maybe.
Like it had some run on it.
There's the changeup and a strike 3 call. Well, 3 pitches and Altair is down looking, and that brings Santana to the plate. Back toward the middle, and that might be 2. Turner's got it, steps on the bag, and a double play. Well, that is a quick inning for Matson. No runs, a hit, nobody left, middle of the 8th. And the Nationals enjoying a 4-run lead. When the Mets are in town, it's a 1:35 first pitch, and it's a Hers Mother's Appreciation Day. A free ladies pullover to women 15 and older. Go to Phillies.com to order your tickets today. Well, Phillies fans are in town watching the start of this series.
Dodgers Padres are in Monterey.
Yeah, they're in Monterey. Did you ever play in Monterey?
I have not.
Rafael Bautista leads it off. Again, tomorrow is the Star Wars night here at the ballpark. Some of the young fans getting themselves ready a little early. Honk.
You hope they got tickets for both games. A shame to waste that hat on non-Star Wars night.
Well, I think to the kids today is
everyday Star Wars for the kids. My son was into it and he was young, but I just.
Not anymore.
I'm not a science fiction guy, you know. I'm not a. Just not. I like funny movies.
Like Dumb and Dumber.
Like Dumb and Dumber, but also like serious movies that are on,
like Dumb and Dumber.
On the truer side.
To what is lined foul down the left field line and into the seats. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Near the dirt. And Curtis falls behind 3-2. Every time a Phillies pitcher reaches 95 miles per hour or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Popped up foul and out of play. Fly ball out to left center field. Odubel's on the run. Boy, he got a good jump and he makes the catch. And 1 out here in the 8th inning. A lot of ground to cover.
Not only a good jump, he made it look easy. That ball did have a little hang on it. It wasn't hit as crisp as we thought off the bat. That ball just has a little bit of elevation, but you're right. Great first step.
Carlos Torres warming up in the bullpen. Defoe inside the third base bag and down the left field line. Well, Reese tried to cut it off, and Defoe is on his way to second. He'll get there standing. So he has his 5th double of the year, 2nd hit of the night. Kinsler is the right-hander warming up. And the backside, Torres is the right-hander who is closest to us.
We get Yaxel warming up.
Yeah, Yaxel will probably come on for Trey Turner unless they can turn a double play in some way here.
Well, they better take some time because he just got up.
Harper homered in his first 2 at-bats. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Harper's batting average is up to 267. You see the scoring summary that's scrolling along the top. The Nationals scored all 7 runs in the first 2 innings. Phillies bullpen has been able to quiet them. Hutchison and Curtis. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fly ball left field. And settling under it is Rhys Hoskins. He makes the catch. The ball almost popped out of his glove.
Yeah, it did.
And now 2 away. And Trey Turner is due up. Let's see what Gabe Kapler does. He's walking slowly up the stairs.
Walking.
Okay, so then they're going to keep Curtis in to face Matt Adams.
Interesting to see Alfaro out, 2 outs. First and second. It's not like it's a first and third situation. I wonder what signs he was given to the infield.
Fly ball left center field. Rhys coming in and over and makes the catch. 2 scoreless innings for Zach Curtis in relief, and we'll head to the 9th inning. Last chance for the Phillies, down 7-3. The game, and early on the Nationals were very busy with the long ball, John.
Yeah, they were. And it started early. Bryce Harper got that pitch down and in and drove it out to left field, and this one was a no-doubter, dead center. Almost where Carlos Santana hit his 2, and then Drew Hutchison comes in relief of Nick Pivetta, and he gives one up to his first batter he faced, and Matt Adams, second decker, and right now, that's all that the Washington Nationals have needed.
So now we go to the top of the 9th inning. It's 7-3 Washington. We had a rain delay also in the middle of this ball game. Gio Gonzalez is the pitcher of record on the winning side. Nick Pivetta is the pitcher of record on the losing side. Here is Brandon Kinsler, who has a 3.94 earned run average. And he will try to close the door. Now the Nationals, I guess they're hoping they don't have to use Sean Doolittle. Michael Franco will lead it off. It'll be Franco, Kingery, and Alfaro. First pitch inside, 1-0. Right-handers are better against Kinsler. You saw the batting average against, and you see this pitch come in, and it was awfully close to his hands. A little dance afterward.
High stepping.
Opposite way down the right field line. That'll be in for an extra base hit as it goes to the corner, and Franco's on his way to second base, and he'll be there standing with a leadoff double.
Here's the thing you'd like. You may not score 4 to tie it, but you'd love for them to have to use Sean Doolittle.
Absolutely. because it may cause them issues the next couple of days.
That's right.
Well, the phone is ringing in the bullpen, and Doolittle is getting up. Kingery is 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out twice, and he is struck out. South Jersey's own Sean Doolittle. On the inside corner. We mentioned that right-handers are better against Kinsler. It's not only this year. I mean, right-handers are hitting over 220 against him now with that double by Franco. And lefties are under 200. So we're going to get down to the pitcher spot. And the Phillies, they've already used Jesmuel Valentin. But they've got Florimone, Andrew Knapp, and Nick Williams. Williams is their best pinch hitter. Fly ball center field. Taylor is backpedaling. Franco is tagging. Taylor makes the catch. Franco draws the throw. That's a doozy of a throw.
Got something to throw with them.
Coming up after the ballgame, Michael Barkat and Ben Davis are standing by with Cure Auto Insurance. They'll present Phillies postgame live. Talk about the short outing from Nick Pivetta. A couple of home runs from Bryce Harper. And how well the bullpen did tonight. Ben is going to show his catching stance, so you'll have it.
That'll be good. Never too old to learn.
No, he'll do it with sport coat on and everything. Alfaro tonight is 0 for 3. Fouls it off the right side, and it's 0-1. Ball at 1 strike.
Florimone in the on deck circle.
One and 2.
Maybe Kapler's thinking is that, he had a couple of hits the other night in the start with Miami, and they're maybe thinking Nick could come in for someone to try to hit a homer and tie it if we get you guys on.
I do think that his splits have something to do with it, with the ball running away from lefties.
Yeah, Florimone's going to bat left-handed, right?
Well, that's true. 1-2 pitch inside, 2-2. Yeah, I mean, you have the switch hitters left, so you're going to have to give one of them, or the lefty. There's Doolittle. Swing and a miss. On the inside part of the plate at 93, it ties up Alfaro, and there are 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And here comes Pedro Florimone.
Any way you can get on, got to give it a shot here. Get to the top of the order.
Yeah, keep the train moving. Eventually get the tying run to the plate. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Florimon asking if it's, we're not asking, he's telling him it was up. He was right on the border, wasn't he?
I mean, it was close. I mean, we can see whether it's going to hit the plate or not. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Runner leads off second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a strike 3 called. Florimon says something to Rob Drake. But Kinsler's able to get the last 2 hitters on strikes. And game 1 goes to the Washington Nationals. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left in the 9th inning. Big Kapler waiting for Florimon to come back to the dugout. He just said horrible. You know, the strike zone, we told you in the first inning,